Welcome back, YouTube. We're picking up where we left off last time in the cabins near the dam in the Long Dark in our flow mapping of the game world. I think this is the third episode since the base patch added modifications to bases. So we are on the lookout for woodworking tools. And they may have modified some of the bases, which is why you may see me taking more time when I come across new bases that I haven't been to yet since the patch dropped, to look around a little bit, just in case there are things to find, such as we are looking for woodworking tools, which is a new thing. I don't know if those spawn on Interloper, and if they are something that spawn on Interloper, it is something I do want to find. Because there are a couple items that might be nice to make with woodworking tools. I did leave the cougar off, so it gave me an option while loading the save if I wanted to turn the cougar on. I did leave it off because I didn't want that to be something that suddenly ends the run because I'm not used to dealing with it. Though the trader is turned on, so... Okay, so we came in here. Okay. Nothing apparently important from our stuff moved. Because the only thing that moved was the stacks of paper and the book. So with that, I'm definitely not going to do too much exploring in here, because that's an indication that nothing super important moved. I think the only thing that's interesting in here is our boots and our storm lantern. I suppose wherever those stacks of paper might be, there might be a new item somewhere in here, so there may be the woodworking tools in here. But that would require me going and really looking for them, because I have no idea where that paper may have been. Because there's multiple places where there's paper in the dam. It is apparently quite chilly on this early morning. I'm going to head over to the log clearing area, because I know there's some food over there. And I think the plan right now is to kill both bears and get their hides curing before I do the next exploration of Bleak Inlet. Hopefully the next exploration of Bleak Inlet will finish mapping Bleak Inlet. Well, I heard something, but if I can find them quickly, I might be willing to hunt. No, I don't have any, don't have any of those arrows on me. Never mind.
My fingers feel numb.
Don't have any of the fire-hardened arrows on me. It's usually what you want to hunt ptarmigans with if you're coming across ptarmigans. Because it's generally easier to shoot ptarmigans with the bow than... Oh, I don't even have any stones on me. Okay. Than to throw a stone at them, because you can... If you throw a stone at them, and you hit, it's much like hunting a rabbit, where you have to run up and break its neck. But throwing a stone will always scare them. So you run into a situation, if you throw a stone at them, then they... Well, the remainder of the flock will book and run. Okay, the moose spawn has moved, so that is a moose. That is not where I'd expect the moose to be. It might be tempting to try to hunt that moose, but I don't know a safe way to hunt that moose. And we really don't need the moose hide. I'm more interested in trying to get a bear hide right now. I already have a spare moose hide if I need to make another moose hide satchel. So we'll leave the moose alive. Would be a nice food pile, but I think we also don't need another food pile in Mystery Lake right now. We've got the moose down by the trappers. Well, we got the meat from the moose down by the trappers. We've got a pile of bear meat along here. We're about to go kill another bear, which will be another pile of bear meat. And then there's a third pile of bear meat, or a third pile of meat from a bear someplace else in here. If anything, I'd probably want more food by the camp office, because I do like to do crafting in the camp office. Before I forget, let's just pistol here. Leave ourselves a note in case we're looking for it later. And again, go ahead and take a quick peek through here to make sure nothing interesting spawned in during the patch. Because we do have the ability to move around some of the furniture, disassemble some of the furniture. And I think the woodworking toolbox is what we're really looking for as far as equipment goes. Let's go ahead and sharpen the axe while we're waiting for the character to warm up. That'll break that whetstone and we'll leave the whetstone behind. Again, leaving my trophies, my experience trophies around. If you've seen any of the earlier parts, you'll probably understand why I don't just void the whetstone or whatever. Which you can do. If you've got an item that is ruined and doesn't get converted in something like a torch, you can get rid of it just by tossing it into any container, and that'll void the item. Thank you, Poof. I tend not to do that on items that have a lot of uses, like whetstones and stuff like that, just because I like to keep a record, sort of, in the game world of how much I've used. At some point I might go to all the effort of collecting it all together. So kind of like a trophy case of stuff. But that won't be in the near future. Okay, so I think I see that the campfire where I had my meat next to from the bear kill.
Can't feel my feet.
And there's the pile of meat hiding behind the tree stump. Anyway, it's old enough that it's classified as ruined, so I gotta come in here and manually tell it to eat. So I'm pretty sure this bear has been going long enough that it should have respawned. Though if a wildlife refresh has happened, I think the moose moving probably indicates that it has. The bear may not be where I think it is. Which, if that's the case, then we'll have a hard time hunting something that isn't there. So if it is there, the bear den is the far side of the rocks here. Big rocks over here. Which is why I'm getting up on the left side of the embankment for the road. Yeah, because I tend to like to shoot the bears from elevation if I can. Bears and moose don't jump off the things to punch on you. Oh, there's the bear. Yes, the bear is here. So you can usually safely hunt them from reasonably high places, as you can swing at them. If they come charging at you, you can always jump off at the risk of like taking a sprain or something to get some distance. And you can see the campfire from when I did this last time. This is one of the 4 bears we killed to make our bear hide coats.
Come on. Come on.
And it's probably about time we go ahead and kill 2 more, so that we have
Well,
a
thank goodness for that.
hide stockpile for repairs. Well, that was a miss. Close enough hit that it spooked it. But not close enough to count as a hit. And that arrow only had 3% condition left on it, so the arrow broke on impact. We're going to want some water, so let's go ahead and set the skillet up. And the cooking pot up with water to make. Give ourselves a warming up bonus so we don't get cold as we go down to retrieve our arrow. Let's go retrieve that arrow. And maybe figure out where the bear went. Okay, so the bear didn't wander off too far. The bear has detected me. Where did my arrow land? It landed around here. And short, round, long. I can't tell. There's a stick over there. At least I think that's a stick over there, not the arrow. Okay, let's get some more space between this and the bear. Shot short. Missed the bear again. That one I think was long. Okay, and the miss helped us find the arrow. So we found our broken arrow. Let's try to be a little bit less of a coward and hide a little bit, get a little bit closer to the bear this time. Because apparently well, I've said in earlier spots I am not the best of shots with the bow. Spook the bear. Annoyingly, one of the arrows went bouncing around, so I'm probably gonna have a hard time trying to find one of them. There's the one that spooked him, who went long. Where did the short one go? There's the short one. That's probably the bouncer. No, no, maybe that's the bouncer. Okay, let's get back to our nice warm fire. And get ourselves warmed up before the weather goes completely pear-shaped. If the weather goes pear-shaped, we can always go ducking into one of the cabins. Nearby cabins. Looks like we're probably not going to be able to warm up by that fire for very long. Looks like the wind has probably knocked it down in duration. Yeah, it's got like 6 minutes on it. Can I warm up the stick? Yeah, I can give it a little more time with the stick. Alright, so we're gonna get enough out of it to at least boil our water, make our water portable. Do I take another shot at the bear? I think the answer is going to be no. We're going to try to duck into one of the nearby cabins and wait until the weather improves. You can always go ahead with another try on the other bear. This one's a little bit of the harder of the two to hunt because you can't get up on as many trees nearby. And as you can probably see, I am not the best of shots, so I tend to miss when I'm not real close.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah, well, you don't necessarily need to find it. You already know where it is from the last time you were there. You just need to cross the hill and get back in the cabin.
Never felt so cold in my life.
I'm almost certainly sure that you have. In fact, I think Bleak Inlet a couple weeks ago was colder. Okay, so this is the place where you got... Oh, I had a deer hide here. Need to leave myself a note for the next time I'm looking for deer hide. So I don't have to go all the way out to Desolation Point. So this is Mystery Lake. Cabin. West of the clear. That has deer hide. I suppose it depends on what orientation you think the map's in. Most of the maps where you sort of see this map for Mystery Lake puts this on the west. Though at the same time, putting this on the west means that the north is the west in a different map, so confusion all around. Take a 1 hour snooze to warm the character up and hopefully see the weather improve. And then we'll go out and attempt to hunt the bear again. Okay, so this appears to be the wind that's bad. Yeah, the wind is bad. Might be able to work with the wind being bad. As long as the visibility stays good, I can work with the bad wind. So hopefully the wildlife refresh has not moved this bear, and this bear's still here. I missed the bones. Maybe it did move this wolf, or this bear. I think this is where the bones would be. This is where the bones would be. The bones are here. Okay, so this bear should still be here. Question is, where is the bear? So he's the one we're trying to hunt right now. There's the bear. Walking up precisely one of the better hunting spots, which is ducking in to the hunter's blind here. Which I don't think he can actually attack us. Okay. Now it is but a matter of time. So here's the pile of bear meat I was talking about earlier.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Sadly, he did not die as a result of being twanged. Instead, ran away. So he will die given enough time. The problem is, I don't necessarily know where he will be. Or how long it will take for him to die. Okay, well, we're definitely at a point where we want to start up a fire.
So
Warm the character up.
cold.
As long as we're in the wind shelter in this weather, actually reasonably warm. So we can probably get away with just bunging on one piece of coal for the moment. And while we're waiting, we'll make some birch bark tea. Yeah, so the fire is 21 degrees, so in the wind shelter, we're getting wind shade of the tree, we're getting only 4 degrees cold. So that's all the wind chill that's getting to us. Well, we go from 17 to... yeah, it's 16 degrees of wind chill. It's minus 20 when we're not in the wind shade, and it's minus 4 when we're in wind shade. Okay. Yeah, and that's 75% is one of the reasons why we're going to go out and doing this. Killing meat only requires guts? No, it should. I think it also requires a bear hide. It's just not showing it for whatever reason. Yeah, maybe it's a glitch from the patch. We're mostly warm, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of laundering of the fuel in this fire. I'm gonna go out back to looking for the bear that we did successfully twang, so it should be out there slowly dying. And we want to know where it does die. We aren't in this weather necessarily going to harvest it, but we want to know where it is, so when the time comes we can harvest it. Oh, and the weather has improved. It's not quite as windy anymore. And I can tell that because it's letting me keep the torch. Minus 16, minus 17 degrees of wind chill in the sort of gear that I'm wearing would definitely blow the torch out. Oh, Sir Barrington is not dead yet. Okay, so he still knows I'm here. And I don't necessarily trust this weather with setting up a campfire to cower behind. I suppose given the circumstances, I'm not too worried about burning a bit of calories. Taking a quick sprint here. Okay, so if we get in the wind shelter of a tree like this, we are warm. Let's see, is he still heading this way? Oh, did I lose him going over that hill? It's a short hill, but... no, he's still kind of going this way. Let's see if we can start fire with the torch. No, too windy. Okay, now we know where he's dead. Problem of where the bear is has been solved. And he was the one we twanged the first time. Is this the wind shelter area? I think this is the wind shelter area. Yes.
Come on. Come on.
So that should give us enough warmth to very quickly get some meat off of him and the hide off of him. And then we'll see if the weather is going to change to make it implausible to get the rest of the meat off, or if we can happily harvest all the meat. The answer looks like the weather is actually going to change in our favor rather away from us. Take the bear hide off nice and quick. That's the thing we're here for. Everything else is the bonus points. Okay, so we got the hide, so now we're working on bonus points. 28 minutes worth of meat, please.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Well, animal fat's a new thing. Don't know what's that for offhand. Pure animal fat, useful in cooking, but can be eaten. Can also be eaten on its own if desperate for calories. Okay. So what, we have new cooking recipes as well? Not that we found yet, by the looks of it. Cooking oil. Okay, so that's a way to make renewable oil. That's nice. Can render that down in either of my cooking vessels. Good to know. And what do we have on the meat? We've got 45 minutes on the meat. Okay, the weather seems to be turning.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And we lost the fire, so that meat's gonna go cold. We probably don't have the warmth to stay on target, so we're gonna stay on station, so time to go back into the cabin, look at character nice and rested, and we'll contemplate hunting the other bear. And or coming back to finish harvesting that bear, depending upon the weather on the following day, which based on the time will probably be in the next YouTube video. So I hope if you've been watching this on YouTube or Twitch that you have been enjoying it. I'm going to duck this character into the cabin and give him a rest. That's where I'm going to go ahead and put the YouTube cut. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I will continue recording. Which also means that if you're watching this on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. So I hope that you'll join us then if you've been enjoying it. And I'm apparently too fast at doing the outro because I haven't got to the cabin where I'm going to end the episode yet. Hydrate our character before his sleep. And we'll have him sleep for 10 hours. He'll sleep it. He won't, but We'll give him the opportunity, if you will. And with that saving, that's where I'm going to go ahead and put the cut. So catch you all in the next part.